Hello friends, welcome to my channel. I have my 2018 December daily to flip through today for you. If you like these kind of videos, please give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below and let me know if you all do December daily or a December documented of some sort. I would love to know if you guys do this project. So, little backstory real quick before we jump in. My father passed away December 23rd of 2018. So I just finished this album. I think made it to day 10 or 11 that year. And usually with projects like this, I get burnt out pretty quick and then I'll put it away for a couple months and then come back to it. Well, I put it away for almost 2 years because it was really hard to document this month, I guess. So if you want to see the some of my pages I did this month, I did them on my Patreon, so you can check that out. I think I posted it, and I think it was like 3 or 4 days that I did, like documented, and then I did the rest of the days off camera. I just wanted to get this project done, to be quite honest. I don't know if I'm going to do one this year. I did not do one last year. I really wanted to finish this one before I decided if I want to do another one. I like the idea of the project. However, again, it was just a really hard time for me. I'm only 33. I was 31 when he passed away. So, you know, he was not very old. It was caught off guard, like it was not, anyways. So it was hard for me to document. Okay, let's go ahead and jump into it. On camera, I did document some of the process, the first couple pages on my YouTube channel, but again, this was several years ago, so you're gonna have to do a deep dive into my YouTube channel if you want to check out how I created these pages. But I did do this shaker page, and throughout this album, I used the Felicity Jane Holly kit. So it was the 2018 kit. And so the little acrylic Christmas tree that they put in the kit, I tied it to the binder ring. And then on this side, I used the stamp set that came with the kit and some gold embossing powder. And I created this fun, I guess, background page. And then here, I really loved this collection because it had pink in it, like the super, super light pink. And with this one on December 1st, I did a like fold out, and we have 3 photos here of myself and some of my friends, my best friends. And we were at a crop that day, and so I documented about that. And then here I documented how I created this title page, went out for coffee and paper with a friend, and Emily went with us and got a hot chocolate. And again, I do the December documented, so I don't document every single day in December. I just like to document certain things in the month. This was when we were decorating the Christmas tree, and so I got a picture of my daughter decorating the Christmas tree, and I printed it a large format print, and I used an app, and I can't remember because again, this was 2 years ago. I used an app to put that on the photo, and then I still have not done my journaling, which I need to do, but I do have a pocket here that I can add journaling to this tag, and then it says Christmas decorating. This one I created for Patreon, and I used some flip-flaps from Close to My Heart, and it just says The Adventures of Twinkle, which is the name of our elf. And I just put some of the photos in there and then did some journaling about our elf. kept it very minimal. This album, I found that I really wanted to do minimal embellishing just because I kind of wanted to get it over with. So I really feel like if something is hard for you to document, you don't have to document it. Or you can put it away until you're ready to document it. And you can document your hard times or hard memories any way that you want to, any way that you feel you need to document it or not document it. I am all about not pushing people to document things that are hard for them. If you want to, you can always come back to it several years later like I did, which I felt I'm in a much better emotional state than I was when it happened. And so I definitely, it still took a toll on me emotionally, but it was a lot easier to document it 2 years later rather than even last year. I just was not in the place to do it. So take your time, be kind to yourself, and don't push yourself to do something if you're really not comfortable doing it. Okay, moving on. I wanted to document my coffee throughout the month. And so I took just some of the photos that I took of my coffees and put on this page. This one was in front of my Christmas tree, so you can see like the twinkling lights behind. This one was in Target, and this one was on our first snow, and I just opened up our back door and you can kind of see the trees behind and the snow. And yeah, I just did this one, did a little embellishing there. And then this was our first snow, and then this was the morning that we woke up, so that's why it's kind of like bluish looking. And then this was throughout the day as we got more snow. And then I just did like a little page to go along with that with the date. I added some little, wood veneer houses, and I did some embossing there. Moving on, we are on day 15 already. On some of the pages, I do put the date. So for the coffee one, that was just several different days. That's how I personally like to document for myself. This is my daughter, my mom, and her cat. And again, I kept it pretty simple, and I used up some paper scraps here. This gold was a paper scrap, and both of these were as well. And then moving over to the next page, it says a favorite time of the year. And this was our gingerbread houses that we decorated. And then this is myself, Emily, my stepdad, and his wife. And then a little tag here that I did some journaling on the back of. And these, I believe these pages came with the Felicity Jane kit. Not all of them, but the white ones, most of them did. This one says the best cookies, and again, these were 2 different days. This was the day that we made chocolate chip cookies, and this was the day that we made my grandmother's famous sugar cookies. And so again, I kept it very basic, very simple, but there's no date because they were 2 separate days throughout that month. And then now we are on December 23rd, which is the day that my father passed away and the day that I found out he passed away. And so I really just did not want the journaling to be front and center, if that makes sense. So I did not want to document with a photo. I don't even know if I have any photos of that day. I don't think that I do. But I wanted to do journaling on my feelings and how I felt and how I found out and all of that. So I took a piece of 12 by 12 acetate, which is this pretty glitter snowflake. It is from Paper House Studio. And then I took some red sequins and just glued them in the centers of all of the snowflakes. And I put the 23 here on this chipboard. And then I cut another piece of 12 by 12 paper down from a paper pad, and it's craft with little tiny white snowflakes all over it. And so I did my journaling there. I'm not going to share that because it's kind of personal. And then I took another sheet of paper and glued to that craft paper to make it a little more sturdy because it was quite thin. And then I put a pocket here on the 24th day, and I just documented, here's me sitting with my feet up in the recliner and our Christmas tree and little houses because we were at home. And then here's my daughter opening some presents, my husband opening some presents, and then my daughter on her computer that she got that year for Christmas. And I just took a piece of paper and just kind of folded it to make 3 places to put photos. I could have also put photos on the back as well if I had more, but I didn't. So again, I kept it pretty basic, and I like the way that turned out. My father does live 7 hours away. Yeah, 7.5 hours away, or he did live. And so we did not go up until the funeral. We did not go. Yeah, so we were home for the 24th and the 25th. And on the 24th, we actually opened our Christmas presents on the 24th. So on the 25th, we can all just hang out, play with our new gadgets, our new toys, and eat leftovers. Because I do a Christmas dinner at my house on Christmas Eve. Here is another little kind of booklet that I made. And it's just it's 2 tags, but they were in the paper pad together. So I just cut them out together and just folded them down the center. And this was on the 29th, the morning of my dad's funeral, in the hotel room. And then on the way back the next day, that morning, Greg stopped at my favorite place, the Cracker Barrel. He does not care for Cracker Barrel, but he stopped because he knows it's my favorite. And for that, I just punched 2 holes with my crocodile, and yeah, I'm not gonna tie that back right now. And then here I have another tag, and it's a picture of my grandmother and Emily. And this was after my dad's funeral. This was actually at my dad's house. And yeah. And then here we have December 31st, which was Emily with her sparkling cider, I believe, or sparkling juice, sparkling grape juice maybe, I don't remember. We were at a friend's house, and she was so excited to be drinking out of like a little plastic champagne glass. And that is it. So I decided to document kind of 3 days on this last page, again, because I was just ready for it to be done and over with. I did enjoy the process. I enjoyed using up some of my products. I used up a lot of that Felicity Jane kit, and it felt good to use those products up. Make room for new. And so I'm still, like I said, on the fence if I'm going to do one this year or not, since, you know, COVID, and we're really not doing anything. We're just here at the house every day. So I'm not sure what we're gonna do. Not sure if I'm going to do one or not this year. But again, let me know down below if you guys do a December documented or December daily. I would love to know. And give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching. Here is a playlist that I put together for you that I think you will enjoy, so check that out. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to spread love and be kind. I hope that you all have an amazing day. Bye.